Ladies and gentlemen, it is General Greene here. God bless. May 22nd, 2025, and I salute you all. Please like and share. It appears that X is down. I encourage you to follow me at AMTV Media and verify. I've also been thinking about setting my X account at AMTV Media to private at 100K followers. We are about to break 100K followers, and I'm noticing it's becoming a lot more difficult to interact with you guys. So I want to keep it a small group. So make sure, if you want to stay up to date on all our key information, reports, everything that's going on with crypto, Bitcoin, geopolitics, and the nation here in the United States and worldwide, please follow me at AMTV Media before we go private at 100,000 followers. And thank you for following, and thank you for sharing this video. Today is somewhat of a somber video because we are in what I have long predicted for decades now, a U.S. debt sovereign collapse. There has been several failed bond auctions just in the last few days, most notably a 20-year, where there was such a dramatic failure of any open interest to buy the new issuance of debt that the US government and central bank actually had to print their own currency from nothing, backed by nothing, to buy the debt issuance to pay the previous debt of the interest expense debt that they can never pay back. And so we have gone full-blown bonkers mode in the financial system where Bitcoin and crypto is decoupling, which I've long predicted, and we're reaching new all-time highs. Bitcoin just neared 112,000 all-time parabolic high. And it's going to go much, much higher on the heels of what myself and other major prognosticators and those on the inside of Wall Street, of course, have predicted for a very long time, that there would be such a catastrophic fixed income collapse that the poor and wealth divide would accelerate into a hyperinflationary event that would be irreparable. Please like and share this. And let me know you can hear me and leave a comment. Mess with those algorithms. What I'm really concerned about is it appears that the United States government and Israel are on the precipice of a direct attack on Iran nuclear facilities, which I warned about just several days ago. And this comes on the heels of a very tragic but also mysterious event in Washington, D.C., and we condemn this violence. This is terrible. Prayers go out to their families, where 2 Israeli embassy staffers were taken out last night by a radical. And that's all I can really say about that. But my fear is that this will be used as the pretext for a very aggressive strike on Iran imminently. There's a lot going on geopolitically, obviously in the financial markets with these new all-time record highs across the crypto blockchain space. There is also a very important business meeting with Trump meme coin holders tonight. We have friends like Justin Sun and others in attendance. And so the American people are going through this dramatic reset. And I think many people are failing to understand what's really going on. So let me explain this for a minute. The U.S. Treasury market, which is broken and bankrupt, is being reset into a new stablecoin reserve system. This has been the prediction I've made over pretty much nearly the last 20 years, that because they couldn't pay back the debt, that the only thing U.S. government officials could do would be to reset it, break the rules and the system of old, and then basically dump the American debt onto the American public's balance sheet and give them the hot potato. And this is what's happening now. So this major stablecoin legislation that's moving through Congress, which just passed and is now going to the Senate, which will pass, will now force the largest stablecoin reserve systems in the world, like USDC, which for those of you that don't know, was created by Circle, which is Goldman Sachs, which is a centralized entity, and Tether, which holds the majority of the stablecoin market today. There's others like DAI. Trump came out with a stablecoin alternative called USD1, for those of you that don't know, through World Liberty Fi. What this means is that the elites in Washington, D.C. are actually preparing to move all of the old criminal hyperinflationary debt into the stablecoin market. So they're basically going to dump the debt in an equivalent, think of it kind of like a bailout. So basically all the treasury auctions that are failing right now, that the central bank actually has to buy as the buyer of last resort, they have long pre-planned that they're going to dump it and get the American people to pay for it through a stablecoin initiative. So these stablecoins, which I personally have always favored USDC over Tether, it is important that you understand are centralized entities. That means that they are censorable and they can turn it off at any moment. So if you hold USDC, for example, and the government doesn't like you, they'll seize your funds. This has happened in the past, and it's happened with Tether, and it's happened with other technologies like it. So what's happening now is you have this brute force takeover of governments that are infiltrating the market for control. And then as a part of the legislative action that they will be taking, will force US stablecoins like USDC, Tether, and others to buy US T-bills, T-bonds, and treasuries to absorb the collapse into a new system. And this is what I've been saying for a very long time, that as a result of this, it will stoke the fire of a hyperinflationary event, which will only send real assets continuously soaring. Bitcoin to break new all-time highs, 200 to 300K is my short-term target, 5 trillion in total crypto market cap, followed by 500,000 roughly towards the end of Donald Trump's term, and then soon to 2 to 3 million per coin. The big wild card here, and you need to get your money out of the banks now, is the fact that the U.S. Defense Department, along with Israel, I believe, are planning an attack. And this could throw a very circumstantial, predictive, highly controversial event into the mix that would enable the necessary chaos that they're going to need. Again, you have to understand that those in charge, the deep state, need a dramatic level of panic, hysteria, bank runs, and drama in order to justify what they're about to do next. Again, they always do all this under the threat of a crisis, right? Lockdowns 2020, it was a one in a century thing. So they had to take precautions that they never had to take before. They're doing the same thing in the financial market now. So my fear is, what I've been helping you all prepare for a very long time, is financial lockdowns, bank runs, and of course the geopolitical instability that I believe is coming. So this is a short video, but I just wanted to update you. I would really be less focused on price, although this is amazing, and congratulations to everybody tuning in. Yes, record profits. We're making a lot of money. Every prediction is being fulfilled. I mean, we just broke new all-time highs. Like, for those of you that don't know, again, Bitcoin's fractional. Look at this. This is an absolute parabola. Do you see this? This is where I recommended Bitcoin. Right there. See that? That's when I first recommended Bitcoin. That's where it is today. You need to get ready, guys. You need to get prepared. There's a reason why we've been getting our money out of the banks. We own physical assets. We own real estate. We own Bitcoin. We own real physical assets. And there's a reason why we put together an internationalized community with no bank debt to protect the American people through the digital Noah's Ark for what's to come. So this might actually be kind of a surprising video for you because you think I'd be more happy, but no, I know what's coming, guys. Again, every tick higher in Bitcoin proves my thesis. Every tick higher, every new all-time high assures the collapse of fiat currencies worldwide. There has never been a fiat currency that survived in history. Every single fiat currency in civilization has collapsed to zero. And so what we're experiencing now is truly a bank run of biblical proportions with the threat, pray against it, that it doesn't happen in World War III. And by the way, I'll at least throw it out there for those of you that have critical minds, because you know I can say so much, which is why it's so crucial you follow me on X. I'm going to take it private at 100K. I don't think I want any more followers on X. It's just too much to handle. I'd rather keep it really tight, niche community. So make sure you follow me there. But yeah, they're setting you up for war. Biblical war. World War III. We need to get close with God, close with the Creator. Please get this information out there. Please get your money, rush it out of the banks now. Get into physical assets with no bank debt. Buy as much Bitcoin and crypto as you can. Own gold and silver. Those have been my recommendations for the last 20 years. Please share this video and get it out. I'm praying for all of you. Thank you for your prayers. I'm going to keep you posted. I will do probably another update later today if I can.